let's talk about how to prepare for the partial lunar eclipse happening in Pisces on September 17th. And I'm going to do a little story time with this because there's so many transformative energies that I want to share with you how this is working in my life. So this way you might be able to make some connections as to how to use this big energy in your life. For starters, like I said, it's a partial lunar eclipse. It's a full moon and a super moon. So we're talking about big energies here. And in general, where having awarenesses come to the surface. And you can go check out my individual sign readings for this week to talk about which house this is working in for you astrologically. But right now I want to talk about general themes and how to navigate them and why it's so significant. The themes that you might see popping up are themes that would have happened from March 20th, 2015 through 17. And this next transit's going to be working on you for the next 2 years to come. And that's why it's so significant. So when I was finding out that I had to go back to 2015, I'm like, I don't know what was happening in 2015. I wasn't even in this space in 2015. So do you know what was happening for you 2015 to 2017? Hit the like button if you're better than me. Let me know if you do what was happening in your life at that time. So I actually went to my Instagram and social media and looked at the things I was posting around that time. That's how I found out. And wow, what I discovered was it was probably the 2 most transformative years of my entire life. And that's why I want you to do some research and find out what was happening for you during that time, because I thought it was just some insignificant thing. No, it's not. I also see some similar themes as to what's happening with me right now and to what my probable next 2 years are going to be looking like. So a little story time here. Feel free to fast forward. 2015, I was diagnosed with a rare genetic disease called PVNS, where I had a tumor in my knee, a benign tumor, thank goodness. But it's so rare, and it's actually a really interesting disease where the tumor attacks your joint lining. And when I got diagnosed with this, it was like I was a guinea pig. There were so many doctors in the room just because they don't see this that often. The whole year was based upon my illness, working through that. The long and short of it is there was a 50% chance that I could remove the tumor and be one and done, or that the tumor would start coming back after surgically removing it and continually come back over my lifetime, which would cause me to have an amputation of my leg. So yeah, wasn't an easy time. Parallel to that is serendipitous events caused me to, for the first time, I had always been connected to God, very religious person, but not connected in the way that was about to happen in 2015. Did a testimony at my church about my experience here, so definitely go check that out. And I can't even believe it was during this time period that I gave my testimony to a group of 1,000 people at church, because it was such a profound time, and I can't believe I forgot that. So definitely go check out your social media or whatever you can to find out what was happening for you 2015 to 2017. I had so much time off in recovery that I strengthened my personal relationship with God. All the pieces and things God put together in order to give me that time to focus on Him. And I remember thinking that as well. It's when I started reading the Bible for the first time ever in my whole life. 2016 is when my personal relationship was established so strongly. Now God was urging me to think about, how am I going to use what I know to serve Him? That's when I started to ask God for my purpose. What is my life purpose here? Less focus on my soul mission as I am now, and more focused on my life purpose. That's when I got certified as a coach. I met a famous author who was also a Christian, and all the stuff started coming together. So 2016 is when I integrated my faith and also integrated my skills and my strengths to start stepping into my life purpose and how to serve others, including you. 2017 was about taking that next step forward in order to set me up for success, into now focused on my soul mission and also starting to get my sea legs with my life purpose. So here I am in a totally different space, understanding my life purpose completely now, but also really halfway through working through my soul mission. And in the last 2 weeks, I've been feeling this. You might have been feeling this energy as well, but the last 2 weeks, I have cleansed out so much of the shadows and being able to integrate so much light that my gifts have been growing exponentially in the past 2 weeks, where I'm getting rapid downloads, I'm getting connected to spirit, I'm cleaning out that inner, childhood stuff, traumas, all of those things. All of those, any darkness is being released, the things I'm meant to be working on, and we'll always have stuff. I'm always going to have stuff, but it is making room for light to come in, for me to continue to ascend, tackle my soul mission here, but also step into a higher life purpose where I can scale and serve even more of you. What I ask for you during this, look at the other videos, see where this stuff is happening for you, which house that the lunar eclipse might be working for you. You're going to find some deep things coming to awareness, and now is the time. Now is the time to tackle these things. Now is the time, and you're going to see some shifts immediately, and then you're going to see it play out over the next couple of years. You're going to see these things play out, and it's just so interesting how astrology is just this roadmap. It's like ways where you can kind of tell where there are some hazards in the road or clear traffic going by. Where are the things that you need to work on so you can prepare for it and go ahead? So listen to the other videos, but really use your intuition. You don't need any of that. Your soul has the answer. So I was just forced to do some deep meditation this last 2 weeks. I had to do some deep meditation in order to be able to ground, to get these messages, in order to be able to deliver to you. So I hope sharing my story helped to be able to get you to connect some of those dots. So for me, I'm excited to be stepping into more of my life purpose, giving more of the information that you need in order to help you to evolve in your life purpose, in your soul missions. And I would love to hear what's happening for you. What are those themes and how you ultimately are handling these energies. Wish you the best of luck, and everything is working for your highest good. You're co-creating with God. As I have been filled with a lot of light headed into this ascension that I'm going through, my intent is to be able to serve you and serve God. And I'm just really, really excited for this next chapter that I have. It's been uncomfortable. It's been a learning lesson. It's been facing my own triggers and clearing out some shadows. But let me tell you, it is so worth it. And again, it's all for your highest good. Happy lunar eclipse, full moon, super moon in Pisces. Take care, everyone.